Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Cancer reading. I have a new phone and a new camera, so I am working on the technology. I hope this video is clear. Please provide me any useful feedback. I'm excited, but there's a lot to learn. So, your new moon in Cancer. Cancer, we are on the moment of the new moon. It just occurred about an hour past, and I'm feeling the revived, confident, gentle energy of this new moon time, a time to be secure in one's emotions, desires, and in the healing process. So let's get started, Scorpio, with your overall energy for this new moon energy. The Lover's card. The Lover's card can be a decision, a step up that you have prepared yourself for through many experiences where you learn to discriminate between the options before you in such a way that you now recognize the value in making choices for your long-term growth and stability rather than for your immediate gratification. This can be choices between two options, ones that may be superficially similar. This can be between two different two different partners, two jobs. This can be between a job and a partner. It's certainly where a choice, a decision is required. In this case, it is unlikely that both are of equal value. And that's part of the reason that you are being offered this choice, a test, if you will, to measure your own growth, your own progression as you have matured in the way that you now align yourself with your highest good. In the 10th house, we have the 10 of Cups and the Empress. This is a surprise. This is a beautiful card indicating that you have created a sense of empowerment as you have fallen into a positive cycle with your creative energies, the ability to continue to generate new ideas, new opportunities for growth, new ways to enhance your abundance, your wealth, your comfort, your stability. The beautiful thing about both of these cards is that you have located yourself in a community. You are one among others who share information, are able to be vulnerable, to support, heal, and encourage one another. You're also free to express and experience the lessons, the learnings from emotions that are not comfortable, but that are clearly about releasing those negative energies with the support of your community and making space for something new. There is no end goal here. There is only a transition in the way that you share your emotions, your feelings, your experiences, as well as the concrete evidence of your support and encouragement, uplift. So this is a beautiful place you've created, and that you feel distinctly in flow and deserving of receiving the kind of love, care, and attention that you put forward. In the first house, you have the Three of Pentacles. So you are very consciously working as part of a team. This is you working as a collaborator, contributing your expertise among other experts. There is no hierarchy, but there is a shared commitment to elevating the quality of something that you have worked on before, some service or product that has existed in the past that you are clear you can improve upon. You can create it in a more excellent, more positive, more superior way than it has existed in the past. And this is really pulling on not only your creative juices, skills, and talents, your expertise, but it's also uh, providing positive ways for you to enhance your relationships, your sense of equity, and of the possibility of deserving more, working with others in community to be clear about your vision that then becomes shared by others. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your domestic environment, your family, your history, even your ancestry. The Wheel of Fortune indicates that you are in a place of reaping a positive opportunity after a lot of long served karma. You have invested in your projects, in your community, in your relationships with patience, with diligence, with the kind of strength that does has a kind of mature wisdom. You have matured through these experiences so that you are able to have invested in the past without the necessary reward that you would have liked. This indicates that you are now being gifted with an opportunity that allows you to progress and be favored in many ways by your community, your environment, so that your ideas, your efforts, your connections are yielding you unexpected favor, unexpected attention, unexpected support that may be unfamiliar to you, but this represents not a sudden boon of good fortune in this case, but instead an opportunity that is going to progress rapidly. And this is something that is somewhat different from your efforts, your long-term efforts in the past that may have yielded little or been excessively challenging in a way that you are now moving into a time where you are experiencing favor, support, positive attention. And this is impacting on your home, your domestic environment, wherever home is for you. And home feels to be a place of enterprise and sharing. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, we have the other three, another three, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is showing your desire to try new things in the future. You're recognizing that your world is shifted, the terms on which you are relating to significant others in your life has changed, and to that extent, you see possibilities in the future that you may not have seen before. This may be the event of a choice, the event of this, the two paths, the crossroads that appear to be hovering over your environment right now. Here you are moving in the future and towards something that you can't see right now, but you're making the connections, you're doing the work, you're in the community, you're building on your sense of power and capacity to put yourself in a new position to reach out, to connect far from your familiar environment. The Three of Pentacles in the first house is clarified by the Three of Coins in the second house and the Queen of Wands in the third house. The Three of Coins is a repeat card, and I love that because it's really emphasizing this co-creation, this collaboration that you are building. And it is so beautifully pictured in this card. But here we have a different kind of depiction where it's about the coalescence, the bringing together of a variety of energies so that something beautiful, something exceptional can be created and built upon. Your confidence is elevating through your ongoing efforts to connect and communicate with others. You are growing in clarity about your own ideas and the ways in which you can share those ideas to produce results. You're very focused on production. You contain the passion, the vision within, and that vision is what magnetizes these various resources to you. What is drawing people to you in your community are these skills, this ability, the way in which you have paced and modified your passion in such a way as to create this fire within that attracts others' resources and time towards you. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Four of Coins in the 5th house and the Five of Wands in the 6th house. You're definitely recognizing that you've built a strong foundation in your creative abilities. These are abilities that you often share with your peers, with friends, with family members. This can indicate your foundation in teaching or sharing your knowledge and skills. Maybe a particular strength and opportunity for you to find a lot of pleasure right now, a lot of joy in understanding how you are transmitting information to others, particularly to another generation. But that the creative work you are envisioning, you are producing now, is built upon this foundation of sharing resources, of teaching, of bringing things into practical manifestation. So building concrete tools and resources for others. That can be in the form of a curriculum. It can be in the form of philanthropic donations, scholarships, supporting others to gain more information, wisdom, and practical tools. This is often at this particular time putting you in an environment where there is a lot of competition among your arena of expertise. And this competition is not necessarily negative. It can be an environment where there are a lot of conflicting or opposing ideas, but you have gained the wisdom and the skills to understand how to frame this this conflict, this competition in terms of agreements, conscious agreements that can allow you and the members of this team or this group to work together consciously to agree to the goals that you are aiming towards, but to also accept that no individual, no one person has the answer. And it is only by committing to learning, gaining the information, learning the skills necessary that you will craft together a solution to whatever challenges you're facing here. So this is really a nuanced way of working with peers, recognizing your collaborators as your peers, just independent of the capacity of each of you. The Three of Wands in the 7th house is clarified by the Nine of Wands in the 8th house and the Three of Swords in the 9th house. You have worked for a very long time. Those of you that I'm speaking to, now some of you may be much younger, but the Scorpios I'm speaking to have been working on something, at something for a long time, have explored as many options as they have found available in their particular arena. Some of those things have been successful, but you've kind of not burned every bridge, but you've explored every alley, every route towards a particular goal. This has aged you, and along the way, it has also helped you to understand a pattern that you can now take full responsibility for. And although you are fatigued, you are exhausted by the effort that you've put in, the hard work, the discipline, the dedication at something that has to date not quite come to fruition. Nevertheless, you're now understanding your part in creating what you see as failures. You're also understanding how these failures are gifts at moving you away from a way that you've worked that is not unsuccessful, in that you are more determined than ever to reach this goal. And this goal has a lot to do with sharing your resources with others, the information you can't see, the information that your partners may often, even unconsciously, withhold from you. This is in the area of your intimacy where you have been hurt. You have experienced disappointment in the past. However, it is the taking of responsibility and the determination to do things differently with a different result is what is giving you that sense of determination now. In the 10th house, the Empress and the 10 of Cups are being clarified by the right pile, the Page of Coins in the 11th house, and the Six of Swords in the 12th house. Whatever decision you're making, whatever decision you're contemplating or choice you're making, you are prepared to start fresh. You are prepared to move away from any environment that is more chaotic than you can tolerate, in which you don't feel seen or heard. That can be back home. That can be in the place that you're at, where you see a place to build this new project, this new creation from scratch. And that is more about your opening up to doing things in a new way, taking the concrete steps, utilizing the tools at your disposal wherever you are. It's not about you starting at the beginning in the sense that you have a lot of experience behind you. The Nine of Wands, you've been doing this for a very long time. And the Wheel of Fortune indicates similarly that you have been struggling and working and diligent about building a platform for your ongoing growth and expansion. But now you're open up to trying new things, doing things in a different way, opening up to the input of others, because this support that you've developed for yourself really allows you to process all your feelings in a safe way with others who, some of whom have been through similar experiences, others who have not. But it is the process of sharing what you need with the security of knowing that your needs will be met by the group, that you are valid and worthy of the more that you desire, that is bringing you a sense of supreme success and is telegraphing to the world your tremendous capacity to give and receive love, abundance, and creative inspiration. I hope this reading is resonating for you, Scorpio. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I love all of the support that you do give to me, and I've pulled something here that I've pulled quite a bit lately. It's called the Shungite, and the key word is discipline. I practice the art of discipline, and it brings freedom to my soul. And I have shuffled the deck and pulled for you from the Wild Unknown Archetypes, the Threshold. I'm going to do a bit of explanation of this in a short for more information for you. I'm trying to see very quickly because I didn't look this up previously, but I have found the beautiful threshold card in the guidebook for the Wild Unknown deck, and the threshold represents the door, the gate, or an initiation. In Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the ultimate gatekeeper. Look to the great elephant god for support. Hecate, Janus, and Menshin are also watching over you. I hope this is helpful, Scorpio. Until next time, namaste.